My name is Marvin XFiles, aka Mr. Sexy Dad, as if I coach a little league. And today I will be doing a review on Ant-Man Quantumania. First things first, man. Ant-Man and the Wasp find themselves exploring the quantum realm, which they are interacting with strange new creatures, and there's this threat that pushes them beyond their capabilities. And that threat is King the Conqueror, Jonathan Majors. But we about to get into this movie. Now, this movie, it has been critiqued very much and disliked by many, I may say. It's been disliked by many, and me, I understand. The story, Janet, Hope's mother, it made no sense. She's been up in the quantum realm for freaking 30 years. 30 years, and she haven't spoke of what happened to her freaking husband or her daughter or anybody. That made no sense. I'm like, what? This is bad writing. How are they supposed to know? So it's her fault and also the freaking daughter's fault. Scott Lang Casey. It was this story. It was decent, but those jokes were just, them jokes were, sometimes they hit. Some of the jokes were funny. I was like, okay, cool. That's funny. But Scott Lang, I just don't like him as a character. People question him being a hero. Freaking Hope and freaking Casey, his own daughter, questioning him being a hero. Him being a freaking joke. Him working at the ice cream place. Like, I was like, huh? He haven't accomplished anything as a hero. He like ride the freaking coattails of the freaking Avengers. This is Scott Lang, the Ant-Man of the freaking Avenger. It is him. His character is freaking garbage up in this movie. It's garbage. I don't like his character, man. It's full of freaking fluff, cotton candy, licorice, just all types of soft. I don't like Scott Lang. His character is not needed, and also the action in this movie is not good. I hated it. It got so repetitive. Them going big and small, no combos. Just, it gotten real flat at times in the action. And the action up in Ant-Man Quantumania, it isn't great. It is not great. It's the same thing, copied and paste. If you've seen Ant-Man 1 or 2, then hey man, it's the same action. Action is just terrible up in this. The action is just terrible. Scott Lang, he gets his freaking penis and removed from him up in this movie, bro. It gets removed every time. His daughter questions him and belittle him. Even Hope, his wife. I was like, okay, I see what this is. Up in the car scene, I said, all right, I see what's going on here. And Scott Lang is trash. And don't get me started on MODOK. That character's trash. I hate his character design. He was the guy from part 1. I forgot the villain name. He is a rememberable super villain. I believe it was Dorwin or something like that. Dorwin. He was trash. He was trash as MODOK. I was like, what the? He didn't even look like MODOK. He didn't even look like him. I was like, what the freak? He's supposed to be a deformed, a big head, childlike arms, small. It was just, it wasn't done right. It was not done right. In the cartoons, he was done right. Up in the Avengers game, he was done right. He was portrayed right. But up in this, it was no type of effort in creating or designing Mordok. It was bad. It was bad. I hated him as a henchman, as a top tier henchman. He was garbage. He was garbage. The only great thing about this movie is Kang the Conqueror. He was serious. He was menacing. He was belittling everybody. Have you guys ever seen Earth Mightiest Avengers? That Kang the Conqueror was beautiful, and he reminded me of that. I said, my God, Jonathan Majors is doing a great job. He's portraying Kang the Conqueror. I liked his suit, his outfit. I like everything about Kang the Conqueror. And he had malice in his heart. He was a conqueror. He was a failed person. He was a terrible variant of all of the others. He was just a complete failure, but he was egocentric, and I love that about Kang. He was egocentric. He was a smooth talking. He had charisma. He had it all. I'm like, dang, Jonathan Majors. I can't wait to see him. And I'm gonna be honest right now, Jonathan Majors, bro, he will triumph over Killmonger. I believe this, man. After seeing that performance of what he did, I said, boy, Kang, I'm so glad Kang had died. I'm so freaking glad. We need a different version of Kang. This one up in Ant-Man was not it. I'm so glad. I'm so glad he died. I'm so glad. Thank God. Because if he was to fight the Avengers, I would have had a problem. And I'm so glad he is non-existent. He's out of here. That version of Kang is gone. And I'm so glad. Hey, Kang, beautiful performance. Jonathan Major, he held this movie down. He is the star. He is the heart of this movie. He keeps this movie beating. He is that. He is that. He just did magnificent work. Jonathan Majors. Praises, hand claps and all that. He did that. But Casey was okay. Hope, Scott Lang's daughter, okay. It had some funny moments. It had some jokes that hit, but it was kind of too much at times. Like, come on, man. Get with the story. Freak. Act 1 was not good. Act 2, it starts to pick up a little bit, but Act 3, it starts to get better. It starts to get better, and the film starts to get better. And my grade for this movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, I would give it a freaking C. A C. It gets a solid C, man. This is a mid-tier freaking Marvel movie. Ant-Man, I mean, it's Ant-Man. I mean, Ant-Man, I don't expect much from Ant-Man, but Ant-Man does have a better trilogy than Thor. Chris Hemsworth, that's a fact. I will pick the Ant-Man trilogy over Thor any day of the week, bro. Any day of the week, Ant-Man all day. But overall, Ant-Man is at the bottom. He is the most dislikable Avenger, I would say. Ant-Man, most useless, but he has better films than Thor. And me, I give this movie a C. I want to know you guys' thoughts and opinions in the comment section. My name is Marvin XFiles, aka Mr. Sexy. That hat on as if I was Little League. If it doesn't got that X, that stamp, it isn't real. It isn't authentic. And my name is Marvin XFiles, and I want to know you guys' thoughts in the comment section. 2 fingers.